Okay, and so you can either turn your microphone on or off during the
Oh,
activation. It doesn't matter, whatever you want.
yeah, I'll just turn it off. That way there's no background noise from me.
Okay. Okay. And I'm going to record it to the cloud. Okay. So hi, my name is Erica Van Eaton. You can find me at ericavaneaton.com. And with Easter being right around the corner, Jesus has just come in really strongly this week and has done a lot of heart blessings for a lot of clients. And one thing that he asked me to do or guided me to do was to do a live stream heart blessing to remind us that we are all Christ consciousness, that he's not outside of any of us, but within us instead. And what he wanted to do was gift everyone the experience of feeling, of having that knowing that we are not separate from source creator, that we are source creator, no different than him, that we are of him and he is of us, and instead of seeking this outside of us. So I'm just going to let him guide how we do this, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I just ask you to close your eyes and take a big breath in. And as you breathe in through your heart space. And I just want you to imagine that Jesus is standing with you in front of you. And that as you breathe in, you're breathing in love that he is sending to you. And when you exhale, you are gifting him love back from your heart to him. And you may feel your heart chakra begin to warm up. As he's reminding you what the resurrection means to him is that we come into the remembering, into the knowing that we are divine, that we are of God and have never been separate. We just forgot for a little while, but we can come back into that knowing. And coming back into that knowing is the resurrection of the spirit. So just keep breathing in this pure golden light that he is sending. And now he's asking us to begin to share this with the collective, and how we're going to do that is become a pillar of light. So the love that you are inhaling from him. On the inhale, allow yourself to pull that down to the bottoms of your feet. And as you pull that down to the bottoms of your feet, it's going to go into the earth. Deep within the earth, there's a beautiful crystalline grid that lies within her. And we're going to connect with that grid. And as we connect with the grid, you may see lines of energy of this divine love beginning to expand out, following the lines of this grid, all the way around the inner earth. Until it's directly below your feet, about 180 degrees on the other side of the earth. And from there, it is beginning to shoot a line of energy straight back up to you through the core of the earth, up to your feet, up your legs, up your hips, your abdomen. And as you breathe, it continues to pull upward through you. This Christ energy mixed and combined with Mother Earth's energy. And continue to pull it up through you, and it's going to begin to spill out the top of your head, shooting out like a fountain. And continue to allow it to flow up. So it's flowing up into the clouds, up through the atmosphere. It's coming up through you all the way up until we get outside of the earth. Connecting with another crystalline grid that lies outside of the earth. And as you connect with this grid, this is Mother Gaia's aspect of self. So just like we talk about us having our spirit, which is within us, and we imagine our higher self of being that linked directly to God. Religion calls it the Holy Spirit. Gaia is that higher aspect of Mother Earth that lies, that star aspect of her. So we're connecting into that star grid. And then you can feel yourself as you connect into that grid, begin to expand, following the lines of that grid all the way around the earth. And as it goes all the way around the earth. Again, when it's 180 degrees directly below your feet on the other side of the earth, another line of energy is beaming back through the atmosphere, back through the core of the earth, connecting back up through you, up through your feet, up through the core of who you are, all the way up through your head, up through you, up through the atmosphere, back up to that crystalline grid that lies outside the earth. Now Jesus, Mother Mary, Joseph, Mary Magdalene are all coming forward. To start bringing energy down through that crystalline grid of Mother Gaia, where you are connected to her at. And they're going to start pouring infinite divine love, light, and wisdom codes back down through this pillar of light, back down into your head, back down through your neck, through your heart space. Down through your solar plexus, down through your root chakra, down through your legs, down through the soles of your feet, down into the ground, all the way down, connecting with the inner grid of Mother Earth. And as you connect with this energy, with the inner grid of Mother Earth below you, this energy begins to expand out into that inner grid, blessing everyone and everything on the planet that is connected to this grid. Bringing in that Christ consciousness, blessing everyone with that Christ consciousness that is you. We're just allowing you to feel it, to run it through you, to activate a remembering within you. And then you can allow this energy to run back up through you and into your heart space. So you have energy coming down from the heavens above, and up through you from the heavens below into you, combining in your heart space, bringing heaven to earth. And now let's allow for that combined energy to expand out in your heart chakra. And just imagine your heart chakra going bigger, expanding, blooming out like the flower of life, going out past you, 360 degrees, a sphere of light your heart chakra becomes as it continues to expand out past the room you're in, expanding out past the building you're in, down through the earth, up through the clouds, out over the oceans. You keep expanding until you're expanding all the way out past the earth, completely encompassing her, blessing everyone on the planet with this infinite divine love and light. And just allow yourself to feel and expand and know that you are Jesus, that Jesus is you, and that there is no separation. And you can kind of begin to come back into your heart space while staying expanded, wiggling your hands and your toes. And we're going to thank Jesus for being here with us, for guiding us through this incredible journey. For reminding us the truth of who we are. And we're going to thank the rest of the Ascended Masters and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene that came here to assist us with this meditation today, that supported Jesus throughout his lifetime here on earth. And thank him and those for reminding us to see ourselves and everyone and everything around us. So we can come more fully into unity consciousness and step out of the false illusion of separation. Okay. I have a beautiful friend on here with me today, and I'm going to let her unmute herself. And what was that like for you, Adrienne?
Hi, Erica. That was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. What keeps coming to share with you is that I was being shown over and over the infinity sign. And so it was this beautiful, with now I'm being told my heart center as the center of the infinity sign. So really connecting in with the heart chakra and allowing it to expand and expand and expand, and envisioning the fluid movement of the infinity sign just continuing in both directions, and really feeling the energy of Jesus, who at first or really showed themselves to me as kind of androgynous in a way. There was no man, there was no woman, there was no story there. It was just pure divine love. And to be able to pull that in and invite that into my heart center, and then send that down into the earth with such reverence and grace for her, for Mother Gaia, and then up into the cosmos, floating into the cosmos and connecting in with spirit, and with, again, such power and presence, was really expansive and yeah, super, super beautiful. Thank you.
Love that share. And I love that Jesus brought in the infinity sign. That's something that you know that I always use. And why don't we just practice like what you were describing? So we'll bring the infinity sign, the cross mark is at our heart chakra, and we're going to bring it up to the cosmos and weave it back down through our heart chakra and into the earth, because Mother Earth has such divine wisdom codes within her that those that we imagine as being above us, those star nations, those angelic beings, we think that we need to pull all that energy down into us, that all the wisdom is up there, but it's equally as important to bring that up through us, because she is a divine aspect of the creator too. So let's close your eyes again, and we'll start that infinity sign in your heart space and take it up into the cosmos. You can connect it to the crystalline grid above you, or you can take it even higher if you wish. Whatever you feel guided to do. And so we're weaving it up above us and then allowing it to come back down through our heart space, all the way down to the core of Mother Earth and back up into our heart space. And as this continues to flow, you'll notice that it's not two-dimensional, but that the upper part of the infinity sign, that figure 8, and the lower part of that infinity sign actually begin to blossom out into the flower of life, into a sphere of light. So as you weave up, it's expanding out into a sphere, and then it's coming back down through the heart chakra into another sphere of light below us. And they just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. Ooh, how does that feel, Adrienne?
It feels amazing. I felt when you were guiding us upwards towards the cosmos, I found myself going well beyond the grid of the earth, and in finding that point of origin, the soul origin, which was so beautiful and empowering to bring my soul spark into my heart in that way, and then connect that into the earth. And I was seeing like an hourglass almost, that was full of beautiful blue light and just so much, just so much love. It's a really supportive exercise. Yeah, thanks for that.
Okay, I love the hourglass thing too. And we, as we do this figure 8, what they are showing, like you, is like, this is how we connect with our star families. But those star codes are also embedded into the earth. And so we're like reactivating them, awakening and gifting those codes back up to them that they're needing as well. So thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you for sharing. It was really beautiful. Thank you.
It's just, there's so many layers to unity consciousness that we haven't tapped into. And what's been coming up big, what I did a series of group classes on, is bringing our human aspects of self back into unity consciousness. You know, our egos and our minds and our body consciousnesses that we consider to be human, and that we oftentimes want to bypass when we are on the spiritual path, to just be a spiritual light worker here. But that's not bringing divine union within us. And so as we bring all these different aspects of us into unity consciousness and allow ourselves to express our unique soul signature without restriction, right? So if these different, what Jesus did so beautifully when he walked upon the earth is he was in divine union with his mind and his body and his ego consciousness. They worked with his spirit and knew that it was their only job to allow that spirit to express itself in its fullness and its divine love. And when these different aspects of ourselves come on board, they blossom out and they become a beautiful filter for us, allowing those divine wisdom codes that reside within us to blossom out like flowers of life and expand out onto the earth. And what that does for us is that is what allows us to have an individualized experience here while still being in unity consciousness. Because we're wanting to come into unity consciousness. This is the age. Everybody's waking up and wanting to experience that. But first, we have to have that within us. And then we can show up as a collective, knowing, okay, this is me, this is who I am, and this is who I'm not. I'm not going to judge what I'm not or what codes are coming in, right? When Jesus, why he was able to heal others so spectacularly is because he knew who he was, but he also knew who the other individual was without judgment of where they were at in relationship to their own ego, to their own mind, to the old and false programmings that they were running. He was able to see past that. And so he just saw divine perfection. And because he held such a clear, vivid picture of who they were and knowingness of who they were, it created this platform for them to step into that divine perfection of self and heal. So thank you for being here. Do you have anything to add to that? Or I'm super passionate about
it. Well, I so appreciate your passion, and I am a bit speechless at the moment, I think, and a little bit teary as well. And just super grateful. It all feels so in line with the work that I personally have been doing. And I think what you were touching on of the aspect of embodiment is so incredibly important. And our tendency is to want to live in the clouds or the cosmos, those of us that are, on some sort of spiritual journey. And we're missing the beauty of being in physical bodies and really loving our physical bodies. So it's actually something I've been working a lot with lately, is really giving a lot of love to my body and really stepping into that space of gratitude and connecting with the earth in a new way. So I love the what you're also touching on in terms of Jesus's point and kind of purpose to help us accept where we are and accept where others are exactly where they are without any expectations or need for them to be or ourselves to be anywhere different. So thank you.
You're welcome. Beautifully said. There's really not a whole lot to add to that because it just is. But it just keeps going into further realms of divine union. And so I just want to thank everyone who watches this, who shares this divine love with everyone. Adrienne, thank you for being here and for participating with me. At some point, everyone, she's going to have her own practice. She's a beautiful, shamanically trained healer. And when she does, I'll put her information in the links below. And I just hope everyone has a beautiful weekend and so much love and light to all of you.
Bye. Thank you.